There is something really special about knowing that you have been chosen for a particular task. There are many tasks that God will reveal to you, but the only way for you to know what that task is, you must spend some time with Him in prayer. God will not reveal His plan to you and then not give you the necessary tools to complete the task. When you step outside of your comfort zone into a zone of discomfort, you now start relying on God instead of your own abilities. Welcome to Strength for Today's Man podcast. I appreciate you being here today. Those of you that are on the audio, welcome. And those of you that are watching, I greet you as well. Today, we're talking about stepping out of your comfort zone and embracing courage to fulfill God's calling. God often calls us to step out of our comfort zones and embark on tasks that may seem daunting and unfamiliar. Now, these moments of divine revelation present us with opportunities for growth, transformation, and a deeper connection with God. You have to understand that stepping into a position of courage to complete the task that God has revealed requires faith, trust, and a willingness to embrace the unknown. When God reveals a task or a calling to us, it is natural for us to feel a sense of fear or uncertainty. But let me tell you this. Our comfort zones represents a familiarity and security, while stepping into an unknown can be intimidating. However, it is in these moments that God invites us to rely on Him and trust in His guidance. Courage is not the absence of fear. Hear me on this. Courage is not the absence of fear, but rather the willingness to act in spite of it. It is through our faith in God that we can find the strength to overcome our fears and step into the unknown. By surrendering our doubts and insecurities to Him, we allow His power to work through us and equip us with the task that is at hand. You must know and understand that trusting in God's plan and provision is essential when stepping out of our comfort zones. He knows our capabilities and He knows our limitations. And He will never call us into something without providing the necessary resources and the support that we need. As we lean on Him, we can find confidence in His faithfulness and the assurance that He will guide us every step of the way. It is important to remember, though, that God equips those He calls. He's not going to call you and not equip you. He may provide us with new skills, knowledge, or opportunities for growth as we step out into the unfamiliar territory. Embracing a posture of humility and the willingness to learn allows us to embrace the journey of growth and transformation that comes with stepping out of our comfort zones. Surrounding ourselves with a supportive community of believers is also crucial. Seeking guidance, encouragement, and accountability from fellow Christians can provide the strength and reassurance needed to navigate the challenges that will arise when pursuing God's calling. Together, we can uplift and inspire one another to persevere and remain steadfast in our faith. Stepping out of our comfort zone requires perseverance and resilience. Now, there may be obstacles, setbacks, or moments of doubt along the way, but by keeping our focus on God and His calling in our life, we can find the determination to press forward. His promises and His presence will sustain us, even in face of adversity. As we step into a position of courage to complete the task that God has revealed, we must remember that our obedience and our willingness to step out in faith bring glory to God. It is not about our ability or achievements, but about aligning ourselves with His purpose and being vessels for His work. Stepping out of our comfort zones also allows us to experience the fullness of God's blessings and the fulfillment of His promises. When we trust Him and take bold steps towards His calling, we open ourselves up to His abundant provision, His guidance, and transformative power. We may discover some hidden strengths, some talents, and passions that we never knew existed within us. Stepping out of our comfort zones can inspire and impact others. Our acts of courage and obedience can serve as a testimony to God's faithfulness and his ability to work through ordinary individuals. As we walk in alignment with his will, we become agents of change and vessels of his love, shining his light in a world that desperately needs it. While stepping out of our comfort zones may be challenging, it is important to remember that we are not alone in this journey. God is with us every step of the way, providing comfort, strength, and guidance. He is our source of courage and the ultimate assurance that we can accomplish the task that he has set before us. So I tell you this, if God has revealed a task or calling to you that requires stepping out of your comfort zone, I encourage you today, embrace courage and trust in his plan. Seek his guidance, surround yourself with a supportive community, and rely on his strength. Remember that he equips those he calls, and he will never leave you nor forsake you. Stepping out in faith may be challenging, but the rewards and blessings that await are immeasurable. With that being said, embrace the journey, knowing that as you step into a position of courage to complete the task that God has revealed, you are walking in alignment with his divine purpose for your life. Step out in courage.